Hi there, viewers. Welcome to my views and news. Thanks for joining the live chat session. A sad day today for the Oromia region, for Ethiopia, I would say, though it was a day of festivity for Muslims of Ethiopia, Muslims of Oromia, Muslims of East Africa. But what happened today shows that we could see the consequences of what happened today in coming days and months. And I've been saying, by the way, that the trajectory of the government's progress is not in the right direction. And today's incident indicates what could happen now in coming days. Who killed Battee Urgeessaa? Now we have seen statements. I broke this news a few hours ago. Then we followed what OLF said, what OLA said, what Jawar said, what Romia regional government said. I want to share with you what has happened in the aftermath of the death of Battee Urgeessaa, who is being accused. Are OLF and OLA on the same page, or they're not on the same page? What is happening in the hometown of Battee Urgeessaa? And has postmortem been performed? Are students protesting in Oromia or in Addis Ababa? I have all these details for you in this live chat. Bashe says Eid Mubarak. Burjisiyama says hello. Lily Hale says hello Sajid, happy to join you in live chat. Thank you, Lily. Good to see you. I am Oromo is accusing PM Abiy for killing the man Battee Urgeessaa. I am Oromo says there is no question about it. Well, if there is no question about it, I am Oromo, then this claim should come from the Oromo Liberation Front. He was a leader, major, senior leader of the Oromo Liberation Front. He was head of political wing of this political party. What did the OLF say? Did it openly accuse the government? That is why I'm saying that there are questions. Are OLA and OLF on the same page? Or are they deliberately taking different positions? A little different, we can say. Getnat Sigai says, my dear, how are you doing? I'm fine, Getnat. Now let me start with yours. Battee Urgeessaa, in his 40s, head of the political wing of Oromo Liberation Front, was shot dead. Maybe last night, because his dead body was found this morning. Battee is from East Shore. East Shore, there is Mackay town in East Shore. He belonged to the Mackay town. He was in Mackay, staying at a hotel, and last night he was abducted from the hotel. And later, his dead body was found with bullet wounds, 6 bullet wounds reportedly. And the bullets were fired from a very close range, it is being reported. His family has confirmed, Oromia government, OLF, OLA, all have confirmed the death of Battee Urgeessaa. Battee was arrested a few days ago, if you remember. Prasad did a video about the arrest of a French journalist. Was interviewing Battee Urgeessaa at Sky Light Hotel in Addis Ababa when security forces stormed the hotel. Both Battee Urgeessaa and the journalist were arrested. Later, he was released on bail. Journalist was also released. Battee Urgeessaa remained in prison too for more than a year, along with Jawar Mohammed Bakle Garba. After Hachalo's murder, there he went on hunger strike. He fell ill. He was released. He then resumed his political activities. Battee, since he was representing the political wing, it shows that he was a man of concise speech. He was not known for flaming conflicts, for spreading hate. He was known for delivering calculated talks. Now, Shoa is very notorious when it comes to extrajudicial killings. If you remember, a few weeks ago, a monastery, Orthodox monastery, was raided in Shoa. And I think 4 or 5 priests of the Orthodox Church were massacred, their family members too, at the monastery. The monastery is in Shoa. And if I am not wrong, the Oromo Kareo elders who were extrajudicially killed more than a year ago, they were also killed in Shoa. Ethiopian security forces blamed the Oromo Liberation Army. Later, human rights organizations conducted an inquiry and they accused the Oromia regional forces. The regional forces were responsible for the assassination of Oromo Kareo elders. Later, government tried to reach a settlement with the Kareo elders. I think it happened in Shoa. So Shoa is known for, it is notorious for extrajudicial killings. By the way, security forces in not only in Oromia but in entire Ethiopia kill people in broad daylight with impunity. They're not held accountable. We've seen incidents of human rights violation, extrajudicial killings in broad daylight in Oromia, in Amhara, in Biji, in Gambela, in Tigray. It happens across Ethiopia. But can security forces take the risk of killing a high-profile Oromo politician? Because it could lead to serious consequences if security forces are found involved in the killing of Battee Urgeessaa. Let's analyze the statements of all the parties which spoke after the death of Battee Urgeessaa. By the way, before that, mobile network service has been suspended in Mekki town and nearby areas from where Battee Urgeessaa is. Why? Government does not want people to protest. Government does not want any uprising. Battee Urgeessaa's autopsy is going to be performed reportedly. Though 6 bullet wounds indicate it's not a suicide. A suicide case does not have 6 bullet wounds. I know that because I have done lots of investigations of this type. It's not a suicide. He was not found dead at the hotel. He was taken from the hotel. So we cannot say that it's an incident of robbery. Because had it been a robbery, he would have been shot dead at the hotel, or when he would have been on his way out of hotel or at his house. We cannot say some criminal elements are behind this killing because he was at the hotel. From there, he was kidnapped, taken out, shot dead, his dead body then dumped in Mackay town. So it's an assassination. It's a target killing. We cannot say that some criminal elements are behind the assassination. No. Secondly, uh, thirdly, one protest so far which we have been able to confirm, even that was not allowed. Protest rally by students at Addis Ababa University to condemn the death of Battee Urgeessaa. The security forces dispersed the students. Some students have been arrested too. The security forces did not allow the rally to be held in Addis Ababa. We don't know about Oromia, about Ishwa. Networks are being suspended around Mackay town as well. So hopefully things will be clear by tomorrow in terms of uprising. Now, what is OLF saying? What is OLA saying? What is Oromia government's position? What about the family of the politician? What about Jawar Mohammed, the key player, a politician? Firstly, OLF. We were waiting for OLF's statement because he was a representative of the Oromo Liberation Front. OLF stopped short of accusing the government. It did not squarely and openly blame the government. OLF is calling for impartial investigation. OLF is asking human rights organizations, internal, external, international, to monitor the investigation, to conduct the investigation into Battee Urgeessaa's death. Very interesting for me, by the way, because whenever people die in the Oromia region, OLF is quick to accuse the government. This time, Ola has issued a very restrained statement. What is the reason? We'll talk about that a little later. Then came a statement from Jawar. Today's second statement came from Jawar. Jawar appreciated what Battee Urgeessaa did. He said that Battee was not a man of violence. He was did not take revenge in the past when he was tortured by security forces. But Jawar expressed his frustration, his disappointment with Ethiopian law enforcement and investigative bodies, that no impartial investigation could be held. It won't be held. In the past, two people were killed, and we did not know who killed them. I think he was implying that Hachalo was killed, and still we don't know who killed Hachalo. So Jawar condemned the death, remembered his good old days with Battee, and he said that there is no point in demanding impartial investigation because investigations don't yield any results in Ethiopia. A complete rejection of the Ethiopian investigative mechanism, investigative bodies by Jawar, which is, by the way, correct, I would say. If you have hopes that the Ethiopian police would conduct an impartial investigation, that means you're mistaken. So here, Jawar seems to be right on the money. Then came statement from the Oromo Liberation Army. We are waiting for this statement because Ola is another key player in Oromia. And people have been backing the floating of conspiracy theories that it is a war between Tulama Oromos of Shoa, and Oromos of Valaga. Ola is based mainly in Valaga. Uh, all types of conspiracy theories being floated. Oromo Liberation Army, without pulling any punches, accused the government. Kore Nagania, the notorious assassination squad established in the Oromo region allegedly is responsible for this killing. Ola openly accused Ethiopian security forces that the government, and Ola said that government security forces kidnapped Battee Urgeessaa from the hotel in Mekita. According to what Ola learned or verified from the ground. He was taken by security forces from the hotel. Later, his dead body was found in Mekita. This is what Ola says. And Ola claimed through today's statement that the government was obstructing the process of autopsy post-mortem. This is what Ola is claiming. And Ola mentioned the suspension in mobile network services in Ishawa, especially in Mekita. So here we are seeing a clear difference in the positions taken by the Oromo Liberation Army, Oromo Liberation Front. OLF should have been more open. It should have been clearer in its identification of perpetrators. OLF issued a very mixed statement, restrained statement. Is it out of fear? OLF is scared, or Ola is not sure who OLF, not Ola. Is it because of fear that OLF did not name the government, or OLF is not sure who is behind the assassination of Battee Urgeessaa? I don't believe that OLF is scared. Why? Because we have seen very strong statements from the Oromo Liberation Front in recent years. I have followed their dozens of statements. They're not scared. To the extent of statements, they directly accuse the government for human rights abuses, for extrajudicial killings in the Oromo region. Why would they now be frightened? People say, Sajid, OLF is scared. That is why I did not mention the government in statement. I don't believe that. I don't think OLF is helpless to the extent of issuing such statements. I don't think so. If OLF is not naming, it is not identifying the perpetrators, it means something is fishy. After OLA statement, Oromia regional government issued a statement. Oromia regional government confirmed the death of Battee Urgeessaa, but Oromia government accused unknown assailants, unknown attackers. And Oromia government confirmed that unknown attackers took Battee Urgeessaa from the hotel and later he was found dead. And Oromo regional government rejected the statement issued by the Oromo Liberation Army. It said that government had no hand in the killing of Battee Urgeessaa. Human Rights Commission of Ethiopia also issued a statement. Daniel Bakele spoke. Daniel called for impartial investigation into the death of Battee Urgeessaa. So this is what happened in the last 12 hours or so. Today is Eid here in Pakistan, but all day I was busy with this new story, talking to people from Oromia, from OLA, my Oromo friends too. They were in touch with me. I talked to some Amharas as well. I wanted to know what is the response to this death in Amhara region. Uh, Fano cannot be blamed for this killing because I don't think Fano is operating there in this area. We don't know if any armed Amhara groups are operating there. We have no verified information. And no one has pointed fingers towards Fano or Amhara groups so far. OLF, little unclear, Ola accusing the government. Question is, what is next, viewers? This is the most important question. Some people now would try to grind their own X while analyzing this conflict, this development. Some would say that it is an internal power struggle between Oromos. Oromos of Shoa and Oromos of Wellag are fighting. Some would say that OLA and OLF are not on good terms these days, and Jelmaro was heard talking about gaps in the political campaign by the Oromo Liberation Front in recent days. So that is why OLF is not accusing the government, because there could be some other elements behind the death of Battee Urgeessaa. Government so far has not named any group. And by the way, government will have to name someone. Government will have to blame personal rivalry, some personal dispute, Oromo Liberation Army, criminal elements. It will have to do something. They will have to tell who killed Battee Urgeessaa. Meanwhile, what will the Oromo Liberation Army do? Well, if Ethiopian federal government is behind the death of Battee Urgeessaa, I'm not saying that government is really behind the assassination of Battee Urgeessaa. If government is behind the assassination of Battee Urgeessaa, then you'll see more assassinations in Oromian coming days. Assassinations by Oromo Liberation Army. They will try to take revenge. They know that Hachalo was killed. Now, no one was held accountable. Hachalo's murder still shrouded in mystery. Same will happen now here. If they are sure, if Ola is sure that government is behind the death of Battee Urgeessaa, you will see attacks on top government officials in Oromia in coming days. Can we say that the region could move towards a civil war? Well, I wouldn't go this far, but I think this incident has the potential of destabilizing Oromia region. Like the Amhara region be destabilized. Their Amharas are fighting against Amharas to some extent. I mean, Fano fighters are killing Amharas. Pro-government Amharas are being killed by Fano fighters there. So many assassinated so far. And some top officers of the military conducting military operation in Amhara, they're also Amhara. We could see similar Oromo versus Oromo ethnic, not ethnic, it's inter-ethnic, not inter-ethnic. We could see Oromo versus Oromo, intra-ethnic conflict in Oromia as well. So coming days crucial. If government took this decision of killing Battee Urgeessaa, I think government shot itself in the foot. Government will have to face the consequences. I think I spoke a lot. For around 20 minutes I spoke. Now I can take your questions and comments. People are wishing me happy. Thank you. What as I told you, all day I was busy with this news. It's a sad day for Ethiopia. Condolences to the family of Battee Urgeessaa, because I always say that the path to prosperity passes through dialogue, through genuine democratic reforms in Ethiopia. Path to peace and prosperity. But problem is that in Ethiopia, uh, we are seeing only conflict after conflict, armed conflicts. These politicians risk their lives to work for democracy, to work for democratic reforms. If their voices are silenced, it means that there'll be no hope for change, for peaceful change in the country. So it's what happened today is sad not for Oromos, not for OLF. It's heartbreaking for entire Ethiopia. Those forces which want peaceful democratic change in Ethiopia will be heartbroken today. This is what happened in the case of Skandar too. I always say Skandar was frustrated with political struggle. He was leading a party. Frustrated, he took up arms. Battee Urgeessaa, imprisoned, tortured, did not take revenge, assassinated. So what will the new Oromo generation do? Either it will have, if the government is behind the assassination, either the Oromo new generation will have to submit to what government is saying, or they'll think twice before choosing political means for change in Ethiopia. Maybe they would choose the armed struggle means. Kio was dismantled by Ethiopian government. Best way to foster genuine political atmosphere in the country would have been that Kios should have formed a political party. It should have existed as a political force. It was dismantled because it was a threat to the uh, federal government, and a political force was dismantled. That gave strength to the Oromo Liberation Army. Political forces were discouraged. That was a bad move by the government. Now, another assassination which will have far reaching consequences, I believe. Hornley says why political assassination is used as political tools in Ethiopia. Can we say that non-violence political space totally closed? Yeah, that is what I was saying, Hornley, that if you close all roads of political struggle, it means you are opening roads of armed movements. Thank you, Yamasgan. Befecado, I have read OLF statements several times. OLF did not accuse Ethiopian government in an unequivocal direct manner. Compare OLF and OLA statements. You'll see OLA saying that Battee Urgeessaa was abducted from the hotel by security forces. Did OLF say that? No. OLF statement is ambiguous. OLF is pulling punches. RWG says Sajid, Muslims killed in Amhara region a couple of days ago. Now politicians in Oromia region, which is pure conspiracy. Uh, Such conspiracies could be hard to handle for those who hatched those conspiracies, by the way. Thank you, Saeed Asfao. On analyst says, what is Ola's position? Well, I just spoke. I think you joined late. Ola is accusing the government that the government security forces kidnapped Battee Urgeessaa from the hotel and they killed him. Only question is, why is there difference in the positions taken by the Oromo Liberation Front and Oromo Liberation Army? OFC also spoke, by the way. Oromo uh, Federalist Congress, Jawar, Muridagodina Party, and OFC did not accuse the government. It only condemned the death. Remembered Battee Urgeessaa in good terms. Yeah, Angisham Photo, you joined late. We're about to end the live chat today. Our 1 point live chat covered the death of Oromo politician Battee Urgeessaa. I spoke in detail about what happened the last 7 to 8 hours. I spoke in detail on the statements of Jawar Muhammad, Oromo Regional Government, Oromo Liberation Front, Oromo Liberation Army, Oromo Federalist Congress. You can watch the live chat again. Thank you for joining the live chat, viewers. It was good to be with you. Some viewers contacted me saying, Sajid, why didn't you wish Happy Eid to Muslims? Are you anti Muslim? Just one clarification before I end this live chat. I'm a Muslim, but my views and news is watched by viewers. I have nothing to do with their religion, with their ethnicity, with their nationality. I don't wish anyone when there is epiphany, when there is any Oromo religious festival. So why should I wish Muslims Eid Mubarak just because I'm Muslim? No. My views on news nothing to do with religion, nothing to do with ethnicity or nationality. People who watch are from different backgrounds, from different religions. I wish them peace, health, prosperity. I wish them all. Thank you for watching the live chat session. Stay blessed. We'll be back tomorrow. Till then, bye bye.